down here on the circuit. We've got a very special guest with us this afternoon from the Czech Republic, the 2018 KZ World Champion, Patrick Hayek. I'll see if I get this right finally. Yeksi Marsh!
Hey, I'm good, and you?
Oh, I did get that right, did I?
Yeah, every time right.
Not really. Patrick Hayek, of course, the 2018 World Champion. Fantastic to have you here, Patrick. This is a fantastic event. A lot of representation from your home country, the Czech Republic, as well.
Yeah, you know, one of the, like you said, one of the best events in the world. It's over 400 drivers here, and the sun is shining, so everybody's enjoying, and I'm really excited to see the finals.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, we're about to get underway. The 2018 World Champion, Patrick Hayek. Mate, fantastic to have you here at South Garda Karting. Let's have a look at the grid. We're just about ready to go for the Junior ROK Bridgestone Trophy. About 5 minutes before the start, we'll take a quick look at the grid. On pole position, Lorenzo Simeon, Alex Janko on the outside of the front row of the grid. Alex Janko had an incident this morning, second row of the grid. We'll see if we can get a quick word with the New Zealander. They have travelled so far to be here this weekend. Jacob Douglas from Christchurch in New Zealand. Jacob, you've been in fantastic form all weekend. The DNF didn't help you. You are racing here in the Bridgestone Trophy, though, on the second row of the grid. Can you do it from here for New Zealand?
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll leave everything on the track, and thanks everyone for supporting me from New Zealand.
A lot of people watching you live back home in New Zealand. A big effort, a big team from NZ as well. You must be very proud to fly the Silver Fern for your home nation.
Yeah, it's a huge pleasure to be able to come here and race for New Zealand. It's a pretty good turnout this year. There's loads of New Zealanders doing pretty good.
Absolutely. JD from CC in NZ. That's Jacob Douglas from Christchurch in New Zealand on the second row of the grid. Alongside him, we speak about the countries with a strong contingent. Leighton Fury from South Africa for the ROK team. Same basically goes for you. Missed the final by just a fraction, Leighton, but second row of the grid. Flying the flag for the Rainbow Nation. Can you do it from here?
Yeah, we've had a great pace the whole weekend, and yeah, we're just looking forward to do our best in the B final, as we just missed out in the A final, like you said. So yeah, we're looking for the checkered flag in first place.
Best of luck to you, Leighton Fury, on the second row of the grid. The South African is alongside the New Zealand. Just quickly, if we can, Luke Pink, the Australian. So we've got the drivers from the British Commonwealth, the Kiwi, the South African, and the Kangaroo. This is Luke Pink, the Australian, on the third row of the grid. The 880 Cosmic Cart behind him. This is another South African. This is Daniele Patrizi. On the fourth row of the grid, may well take the victory from there. And another Kiwi, Josh Richmond. On the fifth row of the grid, the drivers from the British Commonwealth will step off the circuit. The carts about to fire up the Bridgestone Trophy for Junior ROK. Once again, here at South Garda Karting, we're ready to race.
Ecco i kart in moto e tempo di Junior ROK con il Bridgestone Trophy da assegnare e con un parterre, avete sentito Jan, davvero di primissimo ordine in questa griglia di partenza con Lorenzo Simeon e Alessandro Janku lì pronti a darsi battaglia. L'hanno fatto diverse volte nelle scorse giornate, lo faranno anche con questo trofeo in palio. Loro due a scattare dalla prima fila, Jacob Douglas e Leighton Fury in seconda fila, Luke Pink e Jakub Rajski in terza, Daniele Patrizi e Rotti Mainz in quarta fila. Insomma, sarà davvero una gara di nuovo internazionale, ma soprattutto parecchio combattuta, e ne vedremo delle belle, ne sono praticamente certo. E ne siamo praticamente certi. 12 giri la lunghezza per quanto riguarda la categoria Junior ROK in questa ROK Cup Superfinal 2019, con in palio il trofeo Bridgestone. I kart si allineano, le raccomandazioni anche dei commissari di gara, ovviamente la sicurezza viene per prima, e soprattutto le procedure di partenza devono essere rispettate per dare il via libera alla gara. Il gruppone arriva adesso sul rettilineo.
Another lap, Daniele.
Esatto.
Another lap of formation. Not the start. We go round one more time. Of course, it's a 12-lap, 14-kilometer race here at Lonato. The Junior ROK Bridgestone Trophy. The Italian on pole position, Lorenzo Simeon. Right behind him, look for Douglas. Jacob Douglas from Christchurch in New Zealand. You think you've travelled a long way to be here at the centre of the karting universe. Spare a thought for the Kiwis. It's 30 hours flying from Auckland to Sydney, to Singapore, to Dubai, Milan. He wants to make the trip worthwhile. Douglas, 873's countryman Josh Richmond, 895. The internationality of this field is impressive. The Kiwis, the Americans, the Chinese drivers, the Poles from the Philippines, starting further back, Kim Hruang, as we look for the start, but it's the Italian Lorenzo Simeon on pole position. Daniele.
E prova subito con lo scatto, si guarda subito indietro, resta davanti, lo segue Jacob Douglas inserendosi in seconda posizione davanti ad Alexandru Iancu. Il romeno ha fatto vedere di che pasta è fatto, un po' di sfortuna l'hanno accompagnato durante le manche di qualificazione, ma è qui a giocarsi le proprie carte per il trofeo Bridgestone della Junior ROK. Scollina per la prima volta Lorenzo Simeon, che ha conservato la prima posizione dalla pole position, ma adesso dietro di lui è già tra virgolette nei guai Douglas, perché ha Iancu alle calcagne, che ha tutta l'intenzione di rimettersi in seconda posizione e andare lui alla caccia del pilota italiano che guida la corsa in questi primissimi frangenti. Come detto, 12 giri per arrivare al termine di questa gara con in palio il trofeo Bridgestone. Ed ecco qua, con la pressione di Iancu, con la piccola sbavatura di Simeon, e subito Douglas a correre veloce e a cercare di farsi spazio alle spalle di Lorenzo Simeon, che cerca di difendersi. I primi tre sono già pronti a farsi male, e subito dietro Luke Pink e Leighton Fury cercano di recuperare, con Leighton Fury che fa segnare il primo parziale record in questo giro in 19,945, cercando appunto la velocità per arrivare là davanti, per arrivare con quelli là davanti che si accendono adesso. I tentativi di Douglas Iancu, con una difesa strenua della situazione, mentre Simeoni scivola indietro. Douglas, Iancu, Simeon, poi Pink, Fury, tutti invitati alla festa, con Simeon scivolato in terza, ha provato a rispondere almeno ad Alexandru Iancu, ma adesso deve cercare di ricomporsi. Arriva l'attacco che lo costringe ad andare largo alla rampino, ed è costretto anche a un lungo non certo benevolo fuori pista, che gli fa perdere tante posizioni. Credo sia alle spalle di Gael Julian in questo momento. Si è scivolato tanto indietro Lorenzo Simeon, quindi in 11ª posizione all'incirca. Intanto seguiamo lì davanti, un pochettino di margine ce l'ha Douglas, che cerca di guidare la corsa e cerca di mettere magari qualche decimino tra sé e Iancu, il primo degli inseguitori, insieme adesso allora a Luke Pink, a Fury, a Richmond e Mains, inseguito da una folla di oceanici. Iancu, e con un oceanico davanti, in mezzo l'altro pilota intruso è il sudafricano Fury, che cerca adesso lui di insidiare Luke Pink, che a sua volta tenta l'attacco a Iancu. È un inizio di gara davvero caotico, rocambolesco, e c'è praticamente tutta l'Oceania a giocarsi la vittoria lì davanti. Jan.
Lorenzo Simeon, the pole sitter, has slipped back through the field. Alex Iancu in second place. I have to confess to being quite proud here, because we've got two Australians in the top 5. The race is being led by the New Zealander, Jacob Douglas. Surely he's on his way to victory here this afternoon. The Romanian Alex Iancu has something to say about that. Luke looking to paint the town not red but pink. He goes down the inside. The New Zealander from the Australian up into second place. Leighton Fury also puts Alex Yanku back a position. Luke Pink, Leighton Fury. Yanku in between them. So it's Douglas, Yanku, Leighton Fury, the South African, Josh Richmond, 2 Kiwis inside the top 4. Then the 2 Australians, Luke Pink, Cody Mains, Rati, Jakob Raski. Jacob Douglas will check the gap for you next time across the line. This is lap number 5 of 12. It's more than 1 second. The New Zealander from the South African, the Romanian, the 2 Australians, Luke and Cody. Josh Richmond falls back to 17.895. The gap 1 second. Leighton Fury on the charges, the South African. And Luke Pink, the Australian, just 1 step off the podium here this afternoon. Jacob Douglas means business here. Can he take the title to New Zealand? The Junior ROK Bridgestone Trophy. This will be half race distance at the end of this lap. Leighton Fury absolutely flying, as is Cody Mains, Rati in the PCR entry. Cody from Wollongong, an hour south of Sydney, from the land down under, puts in the fastest middle sector of the entire race. Jacob Douglas, 1.1 seconds, back to Leighton. Alex Yanku, who had a big crash in his final heat earlier this morning. He is okay, he's still on the podium, but he's been caught by both the Australians, Luke Pink and Cody Mains Rati. Luke in 8.80 on the back of the Romanian for Real Racing. Cody Mains Rati in the PCR ahead of Jakob Raski, Carlos Scheipel, Josh Richmond. Still inside the top 10, his countryman leads the race. Jacob Douglas for the Lennox Racing Team. The gap 1.1 seconds. Leighton Fury will check his time. Not so good in the middle sector. Loses a bit of time to the Kiwi. We're so fortunate we're not playing rugby here today. It matters little because the New Zealanders are beating us anyway. Second place, Leighton Fury from South Africa. And then Luke on the back of Alex Yanku, the spot. The final spot on the podium. Here comes the Australian. Will we have drivers from the British Commonwealth? 1, 2, and 3. We do indeed. Luke Pink goes by. Alex Yanku sandwiched in between the 2 kangaroos. Luke Pink in position 3. Cody Mains Rati from Wollongong in position 5. In the PCR, Alex Yanku, who started on the front row of the grid, falls back off the podium. The Romanian for Real Racing, he's not there, he's not on the podium. 4 laps remaining for the end of this one. It is Jacob Douglas, New Zealand 1, Australia in 2nd, with Luke Pink, Cody Mains Rati, Leighton Fury comes across the line in position number 7 behind Josh Richmond.
And watch out because 3-second penalty even for Leighton Fury and for Alexander Yanku. This is gonna change the end of this race. 3 secondi di penalità per Yanku e Fury, cosa che cambierà non poco il finale di questa gara, segnalati allo scorso passaggio sul traguardo. Ma sì, Ian, hai assolutamente ragione. Nella giornata di pausa obbligata del tifone della Coppa del Mondo di Rugby sembra che siano tornati su un campo da rugby con Douglas, Pink, Mains e in mezzo anche ovviamente Yanku e Fury a giocarsi la vittoria, anche se adesso peseranno queste penalizzazioni. Douglas, quindi Pink, visto che Fury retrocede, Mains e Rajski, Jakub Rajski, il polacco, con una grande gara solida e di costanza, e in 4ª posizione virtuale a valle delle penalità. Poi Leighton Fury sarebbe quinto, anche se ora gira alle spalle di Douglas. Carlos Jeppel in 6ª posizione, Alexander Partishev, l'ucraino, in 7ª, con Josh Richmond e Lorenzo Simeon, che dopo quel lungo lì si ritrova al margine della top 10, il primo degli italiani, e lui poco fa abbiamo visto, qualche giro fa, vedere fare un lungo anche Vladimiro De Pascale in lotta con Will Horton alla chicane. Ovviamente it's racing. Intanto continuiamo con Douglas al comando, ultimi 2 giri, Fury dietro di lui, ma c'è la penalità, deve cercare di farla pesare il meno possibile, quindi Pink, Rajski e Mains
2 laps now to the checkered flag. Jacob Douglas with the 49.845. Fastest lap of the race for the Kiwi. He has got the race lead. He's less than 2 laps to the checkered flag. Just confirming, Leighton Fury second on the road, but he's got a 3-second penalty. The South African, it'll be a question if he can finish on the podium. At the moment, he's in 5. We've got the Kiwi from the Australian, Luke Ping. Jakob Ratsky has got by Cody Mainsrati for the final step of the podium, the pole. And with that penalty, Leighton Fury at the moment, he's in position number 5. Also a penalty for Alex Janku, starting infringement for both the South African and the Romanian. 1 lap to the checkered flag. The Lennox Racing Team driver from Christchurch, down at the bottom of the planet. It is near on 20,000 plus kilometres from his hometown of Christchurch to here in northern Italy. Jacob Douglas on his way to victory. Leighton Fury, can he finish on the podium with that 3-second penalty? He's driven superbly, as Leighton deserves it. It'll be a question. Luke Pink, he should finish in second in the Cosmic. Jakob Raski gets by Cody Mainsrati the final few corners. This has been a sterling drive from the Kiwi, the checkered flag. JD from CCNNZ. Douglas from Christchurch in New Zealand wins the Bridgestone Trophy Junior ROK Cup. We'll check the final order with that penalty to Leighton Fury. He does take third. Wow. Despite the penalty, the New Zealander first, Jacob Douglas, Luke Pink the Australian second. Leighton Fury, despite the penalty, on the final step of the podium. Wow, he drove the wheels off that calf, did the South African. Despite the penalty, he takes a well-deserved podium. Nobody was going to stop Jacob Douglas. He takes a fantastic victory here this afternoon. If I'm not mistaken, the first time ever a New Zealander has won at the ROK final. We'll go down to him in just a moment. That was just brilliant. Luke, brilliant drive, mate. Absolutely exhausted. Leighton Fury with that penalty does take the final step of the podium. Well deserved here this afternoon. The race winner from Christchurch in New Zealand. Let's quickly get a word with Jacob Douglas. He gets the gloves off and the helmet off. We'll step out the way. Jacob Douglas, just brilliant. You absolutely streeted them and dominated the Bridgestone Trophy here this afternoon. If I'm not mistaken, the first time ever a New Zealander has won this race. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it might be, but yeah, thanks to everyone at Lennox and Tiff and my mechanic and everyone for all their help. Yeah.
It's well past midnight back home. A lot of people supporting you back in NZ. Anything to say to anybody watching back home in New Zealand?
Thank you, everyone who stayed up to watch. Yeah, thanks to everyone who's always supported me. Yeah, it's made a big difference, and thank you.
Congratulations, Jacob Douglas. The winner will also get a quick word with Leighton Fury, mate. Fantastic drive. What happened? What did you think when you saw you had the 3-second penalty?
Yeah, the start was quite good actually, and then the lights were on for so long, and me and the guy in second were trying to get out of the formation, trying to slip into the line on our left, and then we slipped in too early and we crossed the tram lines. But yeah, it is what it is. We had insane pace, but well done to everybody. It was a great race.
Well done to you as well. Despite the penalty, takes the final step of the podium. And how good's this all the way from the land down under? Luke Pink, a brilliant drive to take the second step of the podium here today.
Thank you. That was a hard race. Worn out after that. I'd like to thank everybody for bringing me here and being able to come here and race all these hard drivers, especially my supporters from Australia. Their lovely support, and it keeps me going.
Luke, just as we were saying to Jacob, I think it's well past midnight or close to back home. A lot of people supporting you and wishing you well. A strong contingent, and I think it's the first time since Brock's 2 years ago, an Australian on the podium. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to follow Brock's footsteps. He's a really good driver. and I look up to him. So, thank you.
Congratulations, Luke Pink, second here in the Junior Rock Bridgestone Trophy. Jacob Douglas from New Zealand absolutely streeted them. He wins it from New Zealand. How about that, drivers from the British Commonwealth? The Kiwi from New Zealand, the Australian in second, and Leighton Fury, despite that penalty, the South African, third here on the podium this afternoon.
Che gara, Ianna, che gara. Davvero fantastica con Douglas, Pink e Fury sul podio. Un podio praticamente la Tri-Nation. Una gara fantastica, peccato per quelle penalità, però Leighton Fury è riuscito a chiudere comunque sul podio. Una grande gara, Alexandru Iancu un po' più indietro, peccato anche per il nostro Lorenzo Simeon, che con quel lungo è riuscito a chiudere solamente in nona posizione alle spalle di Josh Richmond e Carlo Siepel, e appunto davanti proprio ad Alexandru Iancu a penalità applicate. Peccato davvero, ma è stato un Bridgestone Trophy davvero incredibile, davvero palpitante, una grande gara. E allora don't go anywhere, perché sappiamo che, come avete detto voi, dall'altra parte del mondo è notte, per questi protagonisti era notte, ma c'è nella prossima gara un certo Jesse Lacey a scattare davanti. Piccola pausa per noi e poi torniamo in diretta da Lonato.